P and Q are two prime numbers. M and N are positive integers. We know that P is the sum of M and N, and Q is the product of M and N. What does this bottom expression equal? So we know that P is equal to M plus N. Let's think about it. P can either be 2 or an odd prime number. If P was 2, M plus N would equal 2. So then M and N can only be 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 0. Of course, it cannot be 2 plus 0 because M and N both are positive integers. And if M and N are both 1, then Q is the product of them. So Q would be equal to 1. But Q has to be prime, and 1 is not a prime number, which means that M and N also cannot equal 1 and 1, which means that P definitely cannot be 2. Then, if P cannot be 2, P must be odd. If P is odd, then for M and N, one of them has to be even, and the other has to be odd. And when we look at the next equation, which is Q is equal to the product of M and N, Q has to be prime, but yet M and N, one of them is even, which means that Q is prime. It has to be prime, but it's also even. And the only number that satisfies this condition is 2, which means that Q must be equal to 2. If Q is equal to 2, M and N must be 1 times 2. So let's say M is 2, and N will have to be 1. Because we know the values of both M and N now, we can find P. P is their sum, which is 3. So now we have the values for these 4 digits, which means we can substitute these values into the expression. P to the power of P is 3 to the power of 3, plus Q to the power of Q, which is 2 to the power of 2, over M to the power of N plus N to the power of M. So we have 27 plus 4 over 2 plus 1. That's the same thing as 31 over 3, which means our answer is 31 over 3.